Welcome to Life Mastery for Women, where I help you decode the struggles in your life in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and spirituality with mind mastery, emotional management, and meditation. Welcome to today's podcast. Hey ladies, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to episode number 300. Now, I know I've done more than 300 because not all of them are numbered, but this one is numbered 300. And guess what? I went and looked up the angel number of what does 300 mean, and it is trusting in your guts. Trusting your gut, your instinct, your intuition, having that introspection and asking questions and getting answers. I love this. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So it couldn't have been a better topic for my number 300. We have spent the last couple of episodes talking about the holidays, and now let's talk about you. Let's talk about the inside. Let's talk about the energy that flows through you. Trusting your intuition is one of the most powerful things that you could ever do for yourself. When I have worked with anybody, any client for the very first time, one of the very first things I say is, let's go inward. That is like the beginning of my programs. It's the beginning of my coaching. It is like the first conversation I have with anybody who is having a hard time. Go inward. I've shared a couple of stories, brief, minor stories about my nephew who is having a really hard time and really tough lessons in life. And I will tell you this, he is a slow learner. But every time he asks me a question, he'll call me and he'll be like, Aunt Jen, just tell me what to do. And I have a lot of clients who do that too. And I'm like, absolutely not. I am not going to tell you what to do because I don't know where you are in your journey. I don't want to control somebody's journey. Sometimes I do. But for the most part, I don't. I want you to find your way, because if you are lost in Chicago on Washington Street, and I have a map of Detroit also on Washington Street, and I say, oh, you're trying to get to Jefferson? Well, go up to this corner, go however many miles and however many lights and whatever gas stations and Burger Kings are on whatever side of the road, and turn left on Jefferson. And that person's in Chicago trying to find Jefferson. And I'm saying, turn left on Jefferson. And they're like, there is no Jefferson. There is no Burger King. I don't know what you're talking about. All I'm doing is screwing up their journey. So instead, what I say is, what do you think? How do you feel? What is right for you? Because I will tell you this, you will shorten your struggle. You will shorten your struggle. And I made a post in our group just a few days ago that said how does it go? It says, the purpose of life is struggle, go inward, find solutions, stop the struggle, have success. And I feel like that is what we do. As a society, as a culture, we just go outward. We ask people, we read books, and we're not just learning something, we're trying to find answers about ourselves. And I think that it is more important for us to not go outward, but is to go inward to find your light, work with your light, and then live freely. It is about going inward and finding and resonating with what path is right for you. Because a path that's right for you may not be the same advice that I give you. And I think that is the biggest struggle of people, especially parents, who are wanting to control the path of their kids. I said, go do this. And you went and did, I said, here's the outcome of if you make this choice, this is what's going to happen. They make that choice. Lo and behold, you were right. That's what happened. And you get to tell them you were right, and they had to learn it on their own. But I will tell you this, if they listen to everything that somebody tells them, they will forever be lost. Write that down. That's a good one. If they listen to what everyone tells them, they will forever be lost. Write that down. And change it instead of today to me, if I listen to what everyone tells me what to do, I will forever remain lost. And I'm telling you, there is no worse feeling. There's a lot of worse feelings, but there is no worse feeling than feeling lost in your life. Like someone says turn left, someone says go straight for 2 miles, someone says turn right, someone says turn around, someone says stop, don't do anything. And you do all of this stuff, of course you're going to be confused about where you're going. You're going to be confused about what you want versus what somebody else wants. And then you live your life in the gray area. Well, that sucks. Don't live in the gray area. Go inward, light up your own path. Now, how do we do that? One of the very first things that I tell my clients or friends or family who are all looking for answers, and they come to me for answers, and I'm like, I'm not your map holder. I am literally, like I've said before, I am the lighthouse. I will stand up and I will shine my light. I will hold out a plethora of tools. I will say things like go inward. I will say things like do the I'm in, I'm out activity. I will say feel how your body feels, but I will never say turn left. Go up here and turn left. The very first thing I tell my clients is start playing with your awareness. Go inside and close your eyes, turn out the outward noise of the world, the physical plane, and bring your awareness inward as to how your body feels. Bring your awareness to your stomach, behind your eyes is usually where I start, like with a guided meditation. Behind your eyes. How about your ears? How about your left shoulder? And just start playing with your awareness and going in different places within your body. Now, focus on the emptiness. You want to learn how to create your life? Instead of focusing on, like when you have a stomach ache, or a headache, we immediately focus on that pain, right? You can immediately go inward and you can feel that pain. So you have the ability to do it, but now practice it without having pain involved. But we go to the pain. Your knee hurts, your back hurts, you have a stomach ache, you have a headache. You go right to the pain, right to the physical source. Now try this if you want to start creating. Write this down. This is important stuff here. Focus on the gap. Focus on the space around the thing. Because when we start practicing focusing on the unknown, we can start adding our own creativity of what it is we want to bring into our physical existence to then be the known. Meaning, I want to know what it feels like to be in a healthy, loving relationship. Okay, well, I can't keep thinking about the current crappy relationship that I have, which of course, if you don't know me, I am in a absolutely amazing relationship. So this is just an example. And so if I continue to focus on how shitty my relationship is, I'm never going to create a decent relationship, something fun or intimate or passionate or exciting. I won't do it. I won't be able to. But you have to focus on the unknown, like a blank sheet of paper. If I pull out a piece of paper that has a picture of a shitty relationship, I can't do anything to change that image. But if I pull out a fresh, clean sheet of paper, I now can do something different. I now can create something that I want. Does that make sense? So these are things that you can start to play with as you begin your going inward, trusting your gut. And sometimes when the message is so loud and clear, you listen. But it's when it's subtle that we ignore it or we don't hear it. But I will tell you this, the more you practice, the stronger it gets. Now it becomes your silent ally. It becomes your best friend. You and your higher self working together to create a life of your dreams, a life of your desires, not somebody else's. If you grew up in a family of chiropractors and your mom and dad are both chiropractors, say you're going to be a chiropractor too, and you're like, I was actually thinking of becoming an artist. And they're like, no. You don't make money as an artist. You're like, I see that being a chiropractor will make me miserable and I would rather be happy. And so therefore, as in happiness, I'm going to become an artist. And they continue to say, turn left, go to this school, get these grades, take these classes from these teachers, do this with your money, do this with your education, open a business that's like this. And you're the whole entire time, if you do that, and now you're a chiropractor 8, 10, 12 years later, you're like, well, this sucks, just like I thought. This was not what I wanted. This was not what I wanted for myself. Thank you, Mom and Dad, that I now have $200,000 in debt and I've wasted 12 years of my life, but guess what? I still want to be an artist. Listening to your gut is the biggest message that I think I could give anyone. There's lots of tools and there's lots of techniques and methods that I have acquired in my 50 years of being on this planet. That one is by far the best. You can heal your body. You can create the relationships. You can create the abundance. You can create the career shifts and changes. You can heal and work with other people. The list is really endless of the things that you can do. So take whatever problem you are working on right now and flip it on its fracking head. What would I have if I didn't have this problem? That's where it begins. If you want to put the mental energy, that helps to uncover things. But take the time. Take the time for 5 minutes of playing with your awareness. Take the time for 5 minutes of spending time inside, in the energy of your body, and going to where the creative energy is. Going outside of the chakra. Going outside of the space, the physical existence of the thing. So if you have the relationship right here in front of you, it's this crappy relationship in front of you. If you keep thinking of that, you keep recreating the same thing. You keep creating the same thing. If you want to create something different, look outside of the relationship, the creative energy, and start to wonder and start to be curious. What would a great relationship look like? What would a great relationship feel like? Who do I have to become to have a great relationship? What do I have to have? And who do I have to be? These are the things, the questions that just deepen and enrich your soul when it comes to creating a life that you actually want to live, not a life that you want to run away from. So I hope that as you start to play with this awareness, and the next step is trusting the signs and signals that you're getting. So here is, try this with an activity, with a decision. You want to make a decision about what to eat for dinner. And should I have spaghetti or should I have chicken? Okay, let's just say, for example. And at the same time, you are trying to lose weight. You want to have a healthy body. You want to nourish your body with rich, vital nutrients and minerals that help you to lose weight, but also gain energy and feel amazing. Should I have spaghetti or should I have chicken? And logically, you might be able to make that decision. But for practice, let's go inward. So here's what I want you to do. And I want you to practice this right now. And you can take any decision that you want, whatever you're trying to decide. It could be a yes or no type decision. Do I go to the movies or do I not go to the movies? Do I date this person or do I not date this person? So a yes or no with one item. Or you can use this as a decision-making tool with two different items, like spaghetti or chicken. And if you try it with these simple decisions, you don't have any resistance. You don't have any obstacles or any fear around it. It's a simple decision, but you will start to understand what your body feels like inside when you get a yes versus when you get a no, okay? So try this right now with me. So you're gonna stand up and you just need a little bit of space. You need to be able to step forward easily and you need to be able to step backwards easily without bumping into something or knocking somebody over or whatever. So as you stand up, just get centered, take a couple of deep breaths, just kind of relax your body and go inward. Feel how your body feels on the inside. Just sense how you feel. Maybe you feel a little bit of hunger. Maybe you have all this kind of, my shoulder hurts a little bit, or I'm feeling a little bit tired, or nothing. I feel amazing. Okay, just kind of notice how you feel. And then take the decision, chicken or spaghetti, take that decision, and you can do it along with me, like I said, with your, whatever your decision is. And I want you to say, where you're standing right now is a neutral place. No decision is made from this neutral place, okay, from where your feet are on the ground right now. When you step forward, state whatever that decision is. So for example, I'm going to step forward and say, I am eating chicken tonight for dinner. And just feel how your body feels. And then just notice, and then step back into that neutral place. And just take a deep breath and kind of clear your energy. Now step backwards, take a step backwards and say, I am eating spaghetti for dinner tonight. And just feel how you feel. And then do this a couple of times. If you're not getting a sensation right away, do it a couple of more times. Or what you can do is create a broader difference between the two choices. Okay, like I hate liver and onions. My mom used to make liver and onions when we were kids. I hated liver. I will never eat liver again. And so I'm going to say I'm going to have spaghetti, which I love spaghetti. My mom's side of the family is all Sicilian, so I grew up on spaghetti. So I'm going to say I'm going to have spaghetti or I'm going to have liver and onions. So the gap is really big, right? So as I step forward, I'm having spaghetti for dinner. My body will probably lighten up and it would feel goosebumpy or maybe excited because I love spaghetti, right? And then I'm going to go back to neutral, step backwards and say I'm having liver and onions for dinner tonight. I would probably feel like I was going to vomit. So you would feel a bigger difference. That gives you an idea of how your body communicates to you. What is right for me? How is my higher self going to communicate with me when there is a yes versus when it is a no? And these are things that you can do. Now, when let's say you have a job offer and you have a job right now and you don't really like it and you want a different job, is now somebody calls you and says, hey, I have this job offer. Do you want to come in on Friday for an interview? You can use the same tool. So you set your intention, like I want a job that's fun, exciting, that's teamwork, it pays really well, maybe there's other benefits. I just love going to work. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I get to use my skills and I just love it. Okay, that's your intention. So now you take this job offer that's coming in on Friday, you stand in that neutral place, and when you step forward, you say, I am taking this job. Feel how you feel, step backwards and say, I am not taking this job. And feel how you feel. And continue to do that until you get the answer, until you can feel into what is the truth for you. It is a really, really fun, easy, powerful way to begin to feel and trust your instincts. Then, if you do get a yes, the next suggestion is to follow your yes. Because there was a time that your parents said, you're going to be a chiropractor, and you said, oh, hell no. Hell no, do I want to do that? I would rather live in the median of abundance than be a chiropractor and have a whole bunch of money and no time and hate my job, right? I'm going to be an artist because that excites me. So I'm going to suggest that you do that. Then when you do it and you get your answer is to follow your gut. Now, somebody also might say, let's say you follow the gut, you follow your gut and you get this job and you like it for a while. 3 months later, you absolutely hate it. Things shift, change, and they're stupid. But you've learned something. So do not get mad at your higher self because now you're better equipped for the job that you do really want. Okay? Let's say you took a job, you were there for 3 months, it was exciting at first, and then your boss became a turd, and the coworkers became idiots, and you were starting to gain weight, and you're like, okay, so more clarity. Was it fun? Yes. Did I make money? Yes. Was it this? Yes. But did I learn some more stuff about myself? Yes. Then it was worth it. So don't get mad at your higher self if you happen to take a job and it goes south quickly. That just means better paving the path. Do the thing again. Continue to trust your gut, and things will continue to get and be amazing for you. I can't emphasize that enough. Also teaching, if you're a parent, teaching your kids to do the same thing. Cameron will come home and he'll say, the school, he has an opportunity to make some money to get a basketball hoop for the school. Like they do a lot of outdoor stuff. And Cameron, I want this basketball hoop and I want to help pay for it, but it's whatever it is, it's $200 and some, whatever it is, I don't know. And he said, so I want to do some sort of a job. Like I want to create like a fundraiser or create a little business and something and then give the proceeds to the school to help pay for this basketball hoop. I said, that's a great idea. I think that's great. And then he goes, what job should I start? Well, what do you think my answer is? Well, what job do you think you should start? Or what do you think you should sell? And I think I mentioned this before, but they do pizza sales on Wednesdays. And a slice of pizza is $2. So most kids come in with a $5 bill. and they will buy 2 slices of pizza. What do they have left as change? They have $1. And he goes, I think I'm going to sell cookies, and I'm going to sell them for $1, because now all these kids that are buying pizza, they are coming to school with a $5 bill. They buy their pizza and they have $1 left over. They now can come over to my little booth and buy a cookie for dessert for $1. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's genius. Here's the thing. I didn't have that idea. So when he asked me, hey, Jen, what do you think I should do? What if I gave him an idea? What if I said, I think you should make and sell bracelets, like friendship bracelets, like those paracord bracelets that the kids are wearing now. So you could buy those kits everywhere. What if I said that to him? And then what if I said you could sell each bracelet for $3? And he goes, okay. And now what? He goes and buys these kits. He makes these bracelets. And on pizza day or any day, he tries to sell them. The kids don't have money. They don't buy it. He's got 63 bracelets that now he can't sell. And he spent all this money. How's his self-esteem? Probably not very good. He's not selling them. Right? He's like, oh crap, I guess I'm not a good businessman. And I go, no, that's not the case. Try something else. No, I don't really want to. But instead of me telling him to turn left right here, I said, what do you think you should do? And because he went inward, the idea sprouted. And he went with it. And he was 100% successful. He's still doing that business today. And every time he makes cookies, and of course, then we went through the season. So we did Amy's Famous Brookies, which are like the brownie. You make them like brownies, but they're chocolate chip cookies, and they're absolutely 100% amazing, and everybody loves them. So he sells them for $1, and he sells out every time. He's raking in now $65 every time, and he's gotten a couple of other kids to bring in cookies, have their parents make cookies as well. Then through Halloween, we did a bunch of decorating cookies and frosting them and putting sprinkles on them and all that. And he sold out on those. Then, of course, as we're now past Thanksgiving and entering into Christmas, we're now going to make Christmas cookies that he's going to take to school, and he's going to sell them. And I guarantee you he's going to be successful. This is what I'm talking about. Going inward is one of the most powerful things you could ever do for yourself. You are the map. The map to your success, the map to your healing, the map to your well-being, the map to your happiness, the map to your business, your abundance, your great relationships, your careers, the things you're supposed to do, the purpose, everything is inside of you. I'll hold the light for you so you can read the map. I'll hold my lighthouse. My lighthouse light will always be shining to help you with these tools for you to go inward rather than me giving you the answers. My light is on, ready for you. I won't come out into the ocean to rescue you. You have to do that for yourself. And as I've said, and this was the hardest thing for me to learn, nobody is coming to rescue you. There is no knight in a white horse. There is no knight in shining armor. It is you. You have to rescue you. You are your knight in shining armor. So episode 300, I'm so excited to be able to, I know there's more than 300 episodes, but I just am so flapping excited that I made it this far. I'm really excited about that. I'm really proud of myself that I've been so dedicated to this podcast. And I really hope that one day as you're listening to this, that I get to meet you. That one day in my course or in my group coaching program or in my sister circle, that you say, you know what, I've been listening to your podcast. Thank you so much. You've been lighting the lighthouse and I came to find you. And I hope today I gave you just one nugget of inspiration towards your transformation. If you liked this episode and you look forward to future episodes and are really looking for a community to help support you with implementing the tools that we're talking about in this podcast, please consider joining our online sister community called Lady Rising on Facebook, where we focus on that spiritual support and connection, just like in today's episode. I hope you'll join us. Go to Facebook, type in Lady Rising, and tell me you came in through the podcast.